Okay, so there's more than one problem every day here on this farm. From time to time, you just find out that shit just goes wrong. Well, shit's going wrong right now, and I'm gonna tell you why and what it is and how I'm gonna have to remedy it. All right, so this is the 4230. I have to put potash and a little bit of nitrogen down on my corn. It's a little deficient, and it's not because of there's a deficiency in the soil. It's probably at the lowest part of ideal, like right on teetering on low and ideal. It's there. It's on that line. So I'm getting yellowing of the leaves, just not thriving as well as it is. It's because we're wet. We are wet here, and that's just a fact. Where it's wet, no till doesn't drain as easily as what tilled ground does, and when it's dry, no till shines. But when it's wet, no till, you see the low spots. You'll see the wet spots. So what I'm doing is I'm going to try and recover this because it's not picking up the potash the way it's supposed to. It's got wet feet, so the roots are a little bit inhibited. So because I'm on the low side, it needs to be remedied. So I'm doing that. In order to go down 30-inch rows, I've got my tape measure there, you need to have a 9-foot wide track, outside a little more than 9-foot wide track, a little bit wider or narrower than 9 feet is perfect, ideal. This tractor, which I bought a few years ago, I used to run it down 38-inch rows. Yeah, 38-inch rows. And anytime I ever spread fertilizer with this tractor, it was no big deal because it was usually before the corn was up. Well, never really paid attention to the tractor, but I don't know if you guys can see this, but see where the center of that wheel is? And then you come over to, in accordance with the fender, you see where it is? And you come over here and it's like, well, shoot, that thing is not right. Well, whoever set this tractor up, there was a specific use for it, which was probably moldboard plowing. They slid this wheel in, and I've never done anything with it. So you're going to see how to slide a wheel in on a John Deere tractor when I get it jacked up, everything loosened up, and then we're going to just whack away. Whack away, Merrill. Swing away, Merrill. Then I've got the front end. The front end's a pain in the ass because it's real narrow right now, and that has to go out to the center rib here. This center rib needs to be the center of that tire. If not, you're just running down corn, and we don't want to run down corn. I can't get through there. I just can't get through there. And if you see the bent wheels on that spreader back there, they're sticking out. So that tire's got to match those there. Like this one here is actually a match to that. It is kinked a little bit, but we'll get it. We'll get it. That car, when you get old, are you going to leave that to somebody? I said, well, it's my car. I said, kind of, maybe one of these days I might need the money for it, and I have to sell it to pay bills or whatever, you just don't know. Yeah. And he says to me, he says, well, don't do that. That's a family heirloom. I said, ain't a family heirloom. I bought this car. He says, yeah, but it's been around all my life. I said, yeah. And when I was your age, I bought it. I said, you want one? I said, they sell them every day. $10, $12, $15,000. Get one, go buy one. I said, then you can have your own family heirloom. And he's like, well, I thought maybe you would just give it to one of us, I'd like to have it. Go buy one. I said, so that's what they look at me for. Money. They don't care about me. They don't talk to me. They don't even acknowledge that I'm alive. And they want what I want for.
The only thing I can say is you better have an ironclad will.
It's coming.
Huh?
It's coming. Me and Teresa have got an estate lawyer, and we're going to call him over Homer. And she says, so, she said, he asked about a will and stuff. Once you get those bolts
folds up and it should just, well, you're gonna have to be a little more careful. It should just slide.
And at that very moment, when Timothy sneezed, was when I walked into that vapor that he gave me, COVID-19. Wonderful.
Hold on, I'm trying my shit. Exhaust? Yes. Exhaust. What? Yes, gonna say the tractor. Oh, really? By yourself? Oh, daddy badass. No, you just find some combo, whatever. No. You have to leave, Will. That's not William. Oh, it's me. It's stiff. Why is it stiff on the other way?
Turn it. Which way are you turning it?
That way.
Turn it back. You know what back is, right? All right, hold it there. More. Right.
It could have been that moment when the motherfucker sneezed right in my face, but that could have been when William got COVID-19 and Teresa got COVID-19, because Tim does not know how to cover his goddamn face when he's sneezing on people. go. There we go. Huh?
What did you mean? It's funny.
That's just called working smarter.
It's smarter than I heard.
Hey, 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 you're gonna fall doing that.
Problem is, I have this damn thing out. Done?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm never gonna tighten this side up.
Ooh. What do you got on your headset?
No, it's the earpiece.
No, it's really silly. The 4430, that has a split. The split control arm, but this one don't.
4450.
They're split now. Inside wedge first. There's a reason. Inside wedge bottoms out. Watch out, Will.
Watch out, William, watch out.
Tap it a few times. Set the damn thing. Set the damn things. Well, shouldn't talk like that. Daddy's got terrible mouth.
I know.
The other side. That gun. Alright. And these two in. A little bit. Oh. There it is. See how easy that is, ladies and gentlemen?
That's not easy.
Huh?
That's not easy. You need some
I've
manpower.
Let me tell you something. I've spent days, literal days, give me that, trying to get these to move.
Days?
Days. When you don't know what you're doing, and nobody else does, it's like too much. And if you don't get it right, it's days. But when you learn over the course of years, and there's a lot of young guys out there that are watching this saying,
Don't touch William. You're like snotting and sneezing and get the hell away from my kid. Virus.
virus. You call him the freaking COVID boy.
COVID boy.
So yeah, there's a young person out there that's just watched me do this saying, oh my God, I'd never hit the axles. Or even an old person, don't ever hit the axles. It's perfectly 100% acceptable to do so. Yeah. That is our problem right there. Did you take those bolts all the way out? Okay, so the COVID-19 comments are as stated. Timothy tested positive for COVID-19. I started getting a headache 2 days after that. Sinus kind of a thing. You can hear it in my throat. And William tested positive last night. I did not take the test. Don't really care to because Timothy sneezed right like 3 times in my face. Teresa had a little bit of a headache. She's probably got it as well. My Aunt Beth, she's got headache and fever. I don't have a fever. I have too much work to do to be playing around. So, yeah, we're just going to do this job and we're not going to worry about, you know, whatever. I can't believe it, though. This is like the 3rd time now. First time was a year ago down in North Carolina with the Delta variant. Then I had the old school, I want to kill you COVID in December. And now, of course, I've got this, whatever this is. Kind of doesn't feel the same, but it's like a cold, probably not even gonna bother anybody. Teresa's down running on a treadmill. I'm about ready to go spread more fertilizer, and William is down playing with his toys. So it's the mild one. And the funny thing is, with these COVID tests, they do come back positive for like colds. So, and it is a coronavirus of sorts, the cold. So, common cold. That's about what I feel like. Not sick at all. Just, got to kind of like I went into a pollen-filled weed patch or something. You know how it is. But anyways, hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, Timothy is milking this for all it's worth. But we will have to get after him to move now. Anyway, there we go.